Welcome to the Agricultural Marketing Service, Marketing Order and Agreement Division's USDA Food Waste Challenge presentation. My name is Sally Pack, and I will be guiding you through this presentation. I will begin by introducing the USDA's Food Waste Challenge. I'll provide some brief background information regarding MOAD's marketing orders and Section 8E import requirements. I'll describe the steps MOAD has taken to support the USDA Food Waste Challenge initiative to reduce food waste. I will also explain how importers, charities, and food banks can get involved and will provide contact information and web links for more information. Before talking about this initiative, we first need to know what food waste is. Food waste is defined by the USDA's Economic Research Service, or ERS, as the amount of edible food post-harvest that is available for consumption but is not consumed for any reason. In the context of this challenge, the term food waste is used to describe the loss of edible food anywhere along the food chain. According to estimates from the USDA's ERS, food waste makes up somewhere between 30 and 40% of the food supply in the United States. The goal of the Food Waste Challenge is to reduce the amount of food waste by 50% by the year 2030. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue has committed to prioritizing food waste solutions at the USDA. Secretary Perdue's motto is "Do right and feed everyone." We take that very seriously here at MOAD and the USDA. The Food Waste Challenge is the USDA's efforts to reduce and better manage food waste in the United States. It calls on all members from across the entire food production chain, such as farmers, manufacturers, grocery stores, schools, local governments, and so on, to take action to reduce food waste by improving product development, storage, marketing, labeling, and cooking methods, to recover food waste by connecting food donors to hunger relief organizations, and to recycle food waste by feeding animals or creating compost and natural fertilizers. The Food Waste Challenge asks organizations and businesses to share their methods to manage food waste, so information about these practices can be circulated and inspire the creation of more. The USDA's Economic Research Service estimates that 31% of food loss at retail and consumer levels in 2010 correlates to around 133 billion pounds and $161 billion worth of food. Such an extensive amount of food waste has negative impacts on food security, resource conservation, and climate change. By participating in the Food Waste Challenge to reduce this amount of waste, we are increasing the public's access to nutritional food. Instead of dumping wholesome foods that could feed families in need, donating them to charities and food banks will provide these families with the necessary nutrition. The land, water, labor, and energy inputs used to produce, process, transport, store, and dispose of discarded food can be put to use in ways that are more beneficial to society. The Food Waste Challenge also helps control methane levels. Food waste is the largest component of landfills, and it quickly generates methane. This combination makes landfills the third largest contributor of methane in the country. For more information regarding food waste or for frequently asked questions, please visit the link on the bottom of the slide. Before I discuss some of the specific initiatives MOAD has launched or the options we have for donating food, I'd like to provide a brief overview of MOAD's programs. Federal marketing orders are initiated by producers of a particular industry. Producers of a particular commodity group work with the USDA to establish guidelines for quality and production. Marketing orders are customized based on the current needs of a specific industry. Producers work together to solve marketing problems that they would not be able to solve independently, fostering an environment of teamwork. Marketing orders can establish mandatory grading and inspection requirements for minimum grade, size, and quality levels, standardized packaging and labeling of containers, sponsor research projects, conduct market research and promotional activities, and stabilize the amount of product allowed into the marketplace to protect both producers and consumers. The Agricultural Marketing Agreement Act of 1937, which authorized the establishment of marketing orders, also gave the USDA authority to regulate certain foreign-produced goods that are imported into the United States. Section 8E of the AMAA requires that for any grade, size, quality, or maturity regulations issued under domestic marketing orders, the same or comparable regulations must be applied to imported goods. This ensures that all parties competing in the marketplace are held to the same standard. There are 29 marketing orders in place at the moment. They cover fruits, vegetables, and specialty crops. Out of these commodities, 14 of them are regulated under the Section 8E of the AMAA. Here is a list of commodities regulated by Section 8E. If you'd like to learn more about Section 8E requirements, please visit the link at the bottom of the slide to see the presentation, Section 8E requirements for imported fruits, vegetables, and specialty crops. If an entry of imported product is inspected and meets 8E import requirements, the product can proceed into the commerce stream. However, if the commodity fails to meet Section 8E requirements, the importer typically has 4 different options. The first 3 options are reconditioning and presenting the product for reinspection, re-exporting the product to another country, and dumping or destroying the product in the presence of a specialty crops inspector. Dumping or destroying the product contributes to the food waste in our country, so when possible, we encourage importers to consider a 4th option: donating the product to an approved food bank or charitable organization, designating the product for produce or for livestock feed, which can all be accomplished by requesting an importer's exempt commodity form, also referred to as an SC6 form. By completing this form, importers can receive an exemption from inspection. All options available via a completed SC6 form support the USDA Food Waste Challenge. Please note that the various exemption options may vary per each commodity. The MOAD team is one of the USDA's champions battling to reduce and eventually eliminate food waste. Some domestic marketing orders have specific approved outlets for donating product, as well as options for disposing inferior quality product through approved channels. MOAD recently championed revisions to the table grape marketing order to afford outlets for donating product and to align with other commodity marketing orders. MOAD also encourages domestic producers to explore food waste reduction options as may be outlined within specific marketing orders by contacting their MOAD regional field office. MOAD recently approved a distribution outlet for millions of pounds of cranberries, which would traditionally have been at risk of loss or waste. As mentioned previously, when a commodity fails to meet Section 8E requirements, one of the options is to donate the product to an approved hunger relief organization. Electronic filing data illustrates that 1,017,488 pounds of imported products that have been donated in the fiscal year of 2017. Further, the percentage of product imported into the United States which failed to meet import requirements and was dumped or destroyed reduced to 2.4% in fiscal year 2017, which is a reduction from the 3% reported in 2013 before the launch of this initiative. Our goal is to further eliminate food waste by encouraging importers to donate their produce to hunger relief organizations instead of destroying it when it does not meet import requirements. Since 2013, MOAD has adopted a series of ongoing activities to advance the Food Waste Challenge initiative. MOAD's first step was to increase awareness among food banks and charities in major port cities about the possibility of becoming an exempted outlet. This allows them to accept fruits and vegetables that do not meet certain marketing order requirements or products importers specifically intend to donate. MOAD extended personal invitations to 43 different food banks and charities to register as an SC6 charitable organization. MOAD also published a blog on the agency website. The purpose of this blog is to increase public and industry awareness of our commitment to the Food Waste Initiative. To view this blog, please visit the link on the bottom of the slide. The next step was to share the list of registered recipients with employees in all levels of the industry. We requested the Specialty Crops Inspection Division employees at major port cities provide information regarding donating produce to importers and receivers whose product fails to meet import requirements. MOAD has also facilitated presentations at industry meetings and participated in panel discussions at trade conferences. One of the goals of these presentations and discussions was to educate brokers and importers about SC6 exemptions, to donate produce rather than opting to have it dumped or destroyed. We sought to further increase awareness about SC6 exemptions, so an educational webinar was created regarding Section 8E and filing for inspection exemptions. This video was shared with approximately 1,000 brokers through the National Customs Brokers and Forwarders Association of America. MOAD finalized an external customer portal so that can be used to file for an SC6 exemption certificate for donating produce electronically. MOAD also published a list of food banks and charitable organizations on the USDA website. To view this list, please visit the link on the bottom of the slide. Organizations not listed can register at any time, and we welcome the opportunity for new food banks and charities to participate. When importers donate produce to food banks and charities, they must complete an SC6 form. This allows AMS to verify the proper disposition of product that does not meet inspection requirements. It is also our means of tracking the quantity of produce that is donated and allows us to accurately measure and assess how much food waste was reduced. MOAD's Compliance and Enforcement Branch participated in a multi-agency effort to create a portal that allows for the electronic filing of forms required for 8E commodities imported into the United States. The option to electronically file to donate imported goods to participating food banks and charities was included in the system's design. Since the launch of this system, the list of registered exempted outlets has grown to 54 charitable organizations and will continue to expand. New organizations can register in the system anytime. The donation of commodities that fail to meet Section 8E import requirements to charitable organizations is facilitated through MOAD's Compliance Enforcement Management System, also known as CEMS. Only produce that has failed due to grade can be donated, not produce that have failed due to nutritional value. An importer must first complete an SC6 form, which grants the produce an exemption from being inspected, before they can donate their product. Designating product for charity can also be done before the inspection by filing an MO4 message set in the Custom and Border Protection's Automated Commercial Environment, or ACE. Filing an MO4 message set will automatically generate an SC6 form and send it to Customs and Border Protection and the receiver. This is beneficial when the importer's original intent is to donate the product. If an inspection exemption was not requested in advance, an importer can file an SC6 certificate through CEMS. Food banks and charitable organizations can participate in our Food Waste Challenge initiative by registering as exempted outlets. This will allow them to receive produce that has not met Section 8E import requirements. To become a participating organization, you must create an account in CEMS and register your organization. The importer and recipient must both have an account in CEMS to complete any transactions. Registering in CEMS is quick, simple, and easy. To review a step-by-step presentation about registering in CEMS and filing for an SC6 certificate, please visit the link on the bottom of the slide. Before concluding this presentation, I would like to go over the key points again. To reduce food waste, MOAD is encouraging importers to donate goods that do not meet Section 8E requirements to charities and food banks rather than destroying them. Marketing orders are producer-driven programs that place regulations and requirements on the quality and production of certain commodities. We encourage domestic producers to explore food waste reduction options as may be outlined within specific marketing orders. If an imported product fails to meet import requirements, it can be re-exported, repackaged, and re-inspected, destroyed, or donated. Dumping or destroying these commodities adds to the food waste in our country. An importer can donate produce that does not meet Section 8E requirements by registering in CEMS and completing an SC6 form. This can be done in advance as well as by filing an MO4 message set through ACE. Charitable organizations can receive these donations by registering as an exempted outlet. This too is done through CEMS, so both the importer and recipient must have an account in CEMS. All of the links to the webinars and pages referenced earlier are available in the description box below. This concludes MOAD's presentation on our initiatives to support the USDA's Food Waste Challenge. If you have any questions on how to donate commodities to an exempted outlet or how to register to become an exempted outlet, please contact the Compliance and Enforcement Branch at 888-551-3523. Or you can email us at 8eimports@ams.usda.gov. Our Compliance and Enforcement team regularly provides guidance and assistance with registering in CEMS and welcomes your call. We appreciate your support and efforts in partnering with the USDA to reduce and hopefully one day eliminate food waste. On behalf of the USDA's Marketing Order and Agreement Division, my name is Sally Pack. Thank you for your time, and remember, do right and feed everyone.